In today's video, we're going to show you how to save money and replace your own shocks on a Freightliner Cascadia, what to look for when you need to replace them, and then our new shocks to replace them with. Welcome back to here to Trucking Life. Stick around.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Guys, so here's our shocks on the Freightliner Cascadia that I use. That's the part number. Most of them are kind of the same. And here's our shocks. Here's the tools that I'm going to be using. Big Bertha. Love this bad boy. Makes it so much easier, but you don't have to use this, guys. It's a 1 1/8 wrench and a 1 1/8 socket, and I'll also use a swivel. But you can do it with, just your ratchet. It'll be a lot harder. With this, it makes it so much easier. But let's go ahead and go over there so we can show you how to do it. Alright guys, so these are my shocks. It's basically just 2 bolts, or a bolt and a nut. A bolt and a nut back there. So one of the things to look for, guys, hope you guys can see it. Let's see if we can get you a better picture here. You guys can see how it's all full of oil. See? So all that oil leaked out and then the dirt just caked onto it. So that tells me that that shock is blown right there. That's the first telltale sign. And really the only other way would be like any physical damage, like if it's bent, if something hit it or whatever. Another way that you guys can tell, guys, if it needs to be changed or whatever, it's just by mileage. I know it for a fact that these have been on my truck probably about 120,000 miles. Believe it or not, that oil thing right there, I just noticed it right now when I was going to replace them already. But these are pretty easy, especially if you got power tools. The power tools make it so much easier, and you guys will see why. I mean, yes, you can get a ratchet, and ratchet off, but I mean, these things are going to be, they're going to be on there. What is this? 1/8. I grabbed the wrong socket, guys. Let me go ahead and get the correct socket real quick. Alright guys, I got the right socket now. So as I was saying, it's a lot easier to do it with power tools. It doesn't have to be a big fancy one like the IR. It could pretty much be any little impact gun. They sell some at Harbor Freight that are pretty good. I use it quite a bit, so that's the reason why I went ahead and went with the good one. But look at how easy it is with this one. Bam. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So now we just take the bolt off. Alright, let's go ahead and do the other one. Alright, let's get with that one. Alright. Easy peasy, guys. That's the reason why I like buying tools. It just makes your job a lot easier, This is a job right here, guys, that even if you guys are not an experienced mechanic, like, you guys can do this. Like, it's just literally just 2 bolts, and it'll save you $100, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and remove that. Alright guys, so here's the shock, right? Another easy way to tell if there's shock or not. So right there, it's fully extended, right? If you push it down, it should be wanting to compress outward. As you guys can see right there, it's not. So that tells me it's blown. Let me show you the difference on the new one. So here we have our new one. Let me go ahead and try to compress this bad boy. Yeah, baby. And as you guys can see, it's coming out by itself. So that tells me it's a good shock. Because we're gonna go ahead and get them back on. Another thing that I usually do, guys, is, for example, this bolt, right? You can put it either way. You can either put it in like this, or you can put it in like this. But what I usually like doing is I like going from inward to outward, because the problem is that your impact gun, it won't fit in between the tire and the it won't fit between the tire and the frame. But doing it this way, you can get the impact gun. So you're just setting yourself for future not headaches, you know what I mean? They used to be in the other way and I switched them around. It's not really going to hurt it any. And last but not least, any of you guys who've been watching my channel know I like using this stuff, and it's very, very simple. You guys saw how easy it came off. So we're just going to put a dab of this bad boy on here so that they don't stick, you know, because those are all exposed to the elements, you know, and all that stuff. So before you tighten down this one at the bottom, you want to make sure that the top one is in there first, and then we'll go ahead and tighten both of them. So let's go ahead and do that. Bada bing, bada boom. See, I already made a mistake. The bolt sizes are one longer and one shorter. The longer one goes on the top, and the shorter one goes on the bottom. So up here we didn't have enough room to be able to zip it on down in. So that's okay. Let's see, one short and one long. So we want our longer one in the top and our shorter one in the bottom, so that we're able to zip it on down through. And there we go. So now all we're gonna do is just put our dab of anti-seize. Bam. And then do this one at the bottom. All right. And that's it, you guys. It's installed. Easy peasy, guys. No problem. That right there is probably going to save us a couple of $100. All right, guys. So basically, in a nutshell, that's how you guys change your shocks. You know, you take it to a shop, they're going to charge you at least probably maybe 2-3 hours to replace all three of them, you know, and at today's rates, you know, 150 or whatever it is per hour, you know. That job might end up being just in labor like an extra $300-400. You guys literally saw how easy it is to change it. You know, it took me what, maybe 2-3-4 minutes or whatever if I hadn't made that mistake with the bolt. But you know, with power tools, you know, they don't have to be name brand. They could just be some cheap ones or whatever. Or if you want to do it by hand, you can do it by hand. You know what I mean? But it's going to save you a couple of $100. It's easy. The main reason why I wanted to go ahead and change that, you know, besides having a little bit more comfortable ride, is because I just put these expensive ass tires on it, and the last thing I want is for them to be cupping. You know, you guys can see it. That shock that I showed you guys was completely blown. It wasn't doing anything anymore. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what I wanted to show you guys. You know, if you guys like the content, consider giving me a thumbs up, sharing the content, subscribing to the content, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.